Bryan and Bobby. Ooh, Bryan and Bobby.
Oh, hi, Cath. As you can see, it's another exciting day at the Bryan and Bobby office.
Would you like a piece of the paper, Bob?
Oh, no thanks, Constable Bryan. I'll wait till it comes onto the TV.
Oh, see yourself. Well, who would have known that, eh?
What? What, Constable Bryan?
Aren't you going to wait for it to come on TV? G'day, guys, how you doing? Just been catching up on some really important world news. You'd be amazed at the things that you can learn from reading, Bobby.
I like to read because it makes me smarter.
It helps me learn about lots of things.
To learn new words. It relaxes me and it expands my mind.
Something to calm me down after a long day of running around.
I can learn lots of different things about all sorts of animals and plants. I like reading because it's one of my hobbies.
Usually just for the fun of it, I like reading.
Well, good for them. But me, I'm just not the reading type.
You're the having an interesting life type then, Bob.
Well, of course I am, Constable Bryan.
Well, if you're going to have an interesting life and a really good job, you're going to need to be really good at reading, Bobby. Look, once upon a time, there were lots of jobs where you didn't need to read. Have a look at this handsome-looking chap toiling in the field.
He was doing toilet in the field.
No, toiling, working hard. Now, he didn't need to read much, did he? All he cared about was turnips. But that's the old days, Bob. These days, for almost any job you want, you have to be able to read and read well.
Like what?
Well, you name a really good job.
How about an airline pilot?
Airline pilots have to be able to read. So here goes. Takeoff checklist. Fuel pump.
Check.
Flaps.
Roger that.
Dog biscuits.
Yes, please.
Did you put dog biscuits on this list, Bobby?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I thought it was the shopping list. Sorry. My bad. What about one of these cool TV jobs? Like news reading?
Tonight we'll lead with an amazing story of Geronimo the Alsatian dog.
Oh,
See? She's reading those words there.
that's pretty clever.
The boy was fishing with his father when a large salmon rose up out of the water and swamped the boat.
What about an astronaut? Ha-ha, gotcha there. You never see books up in space floating around with the astronauts.
But they would have read lots, Bobby, when they were studying to become astronauts.
Exactly. I was just testing you.
Right, but there are other reasons reading's really important as well. It helps keep you safe. Like, for instance, this word here.
Inflammable.
Inflammable. It means catches on fire really easy. So that's a really important safety word to know.
Oh, well, how did you know it then?
Because I read, Bobby, and the more you read, the bigger your vocabulary gets, which means you know lots more words.
Well, what's wrong with the words I know now?
Well, nothing, pal, but let's have a look at this. Bobby Dog, your quiz questions today are all about describing your feelings. Your time starts now. How do you feel when you haven't eaten for 8 hours?
Bad.
When you've seen a scary movie?
Bad.
When you've done something silly?
Bad.
When you don't understand something?
Bad.
See, Bobby, you used the same words for 4 different feelings there, and there's actually different words for each feeling. For instance, if I'm watching a scary movie, then I feel anxious.
Oh, anxious.
Yeah. If I do something silly, then I feel mortified.
Mortified.
If I see something I don't understand, then I feel perplexed.
Perplexed. I get that feeling a lot.
And if I haven't eaten for 8 hours, then I feel famished.
Oh, famished. Oh, you can almost hear the tummy rumblings when you say it.
Ooh, sorry about that.
You know, Constable Bryan, when you use those words, you actually sound quite interesting.
Well, thanks very much, Bob. And it's all due to reading.
Yes, just like this man, you too can be popular, well-liked, and invited to all the cool parties with new, improved reading.
I know where somewhere else you need to be able to read if you go on the internet.
Yeah, spot on, Bob.
And even if you're playing something like a video game, like Attack of the Mutant Dog Biscuits, I have to be able to read the instructions.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, thanks for all that, Constable Bryan, but right now, I think I'll just chill out and watch a DVD.
Hey, great choices, Bob. Harry Potter and the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, I love The Lion, the Witch, and the Bathrobe.
Hey, imagine if you had a DVD player, Bobby, so small that you could take it anywhere.
It'd have a pretty small screen then.
It'd have the biggest screen you could imagine, as well as the best graphics, sound effects, and thousands of stories in it as well.
Oh, a fire-breathing dragon, as tall as a 12-story building, with a roar that shook Cato to the ground. Woo-hoo.
Now you've got it, and this DVD player would never, ever run out of batteries either.
Wow! Oh, where can I get one of those things, Constable Bryan?
Well, have a look at this. Here we go. Look, there's shelves and shelves of them.
Constable Bryan, this is a library.
Yeah.
So you were talking about books.
Yep. Books you can take anywhere. Books with whole new worlds inside them, like Harry Potter and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, are they books?
They were books way before they were movies, and there's heaps of other books just as good too.
Wow!
I like to be able to read so that I can read safety signs and know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. Important information.
I like the author Jack Wilson, and I like mystery. I like the Harry Potter books, and yeah, any horse books.
I read because I want to get smarter and it's fun.
I read because it's like my really fab hobby.
Reading's fun!
But, Constable Bryan, most of those books don't even have pictures.
But they don't need pictures, Bobby. Just like they don't need batteries. They're powered by your imagination.
My imagination?
Yeah, well, you remember that dragon that was as tall as a 12-story tower and whose roar shook castles to the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've got a picture of him in here, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great thing, your imagination, isn't it?
Oh, cool.
Bryan and Bobby.
There's so many good reasons for reading.
Like?
You need to read to get a cool job.
Yeah, reading helps keep you safe too.
Yeah, and reading improves your vocabulary, your knowledge of words.
It's vocabulary, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
And reading lets you experience amazing new worlds and have the greatest adventures too.
Oh, cool. Only thing is, I don't think I can actually manage Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire yet.
It's Goblet of Fire, Bob, but that's okay. Keep trying and you'll get there eventually. No problems whatsoever.
Oh, that's all right then. So, what was the important stuff you were reading in the paper this morning anyway?
Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
The cartoon!
Well, you know, Bobby, you've got to read the hard stuff.
You were reading the cartoons!
You've got to read the hard stuff and the easy stuff. You know, you've got to mix them up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling now, Constable Bryan?
Yeah.
Mortified? Perplexed?
Yeah.
Anxious?
Actually, I'm feeling like it's time to say goodbye, Bobby.
Goodbye, Bobby.
Hey, guys, make sure that you keep on reading and think smart.
Stay safe.
And keep your cool. Ka kite, guys. Hey, Bob, have a look at this cartoon.
See you later.
Look at that there. It's really, really funny.
Can I read over your shoulder?
Yeah, sure, mate. You're going to need to learn to be.
I can't work like this.
Ooh, sorry. Which no means that you know what words you're saying when you're speaking to the camera. For more info about this program and some cool things to do, visit www.bryanandbobby.co.nz. Just make sure it's Bryan with a Y.
Bryan and Bobby brought to you by Blue Light Ventures and Trillium Trust with the help of New Zealand On Air.